This is the most basic and relatable video you're going to find on the internet with regards starting content creation. In this video, I'll be answering all the frequently asked questions about content creation for beginners. So if this is something that you're interested in, do well to stay tuned, watch and learn. What equipment do I need? First of all, there's this thing on social media right now, you're seeing all the content creators having all kind of equipment, cameras, this one, that one, and in fact it kind of overwhelmed, like, okay, me who wants to start now and I don't have all of these things, how do I go about it? And I'm here to tell you that you don't even need anything. What you need just a phone. Just a phone to start content creation. You don't need all of those. No, you don't need that. If you have a phone, you're good to go. For me, there are two main things that I recommend: a phone and a tripod stand. If you have your phone and you have your tripod stand where you can place your phone to record videos, you are good to go. At the same time, if you don't have a tripod stand, that is fine. You don't have to make use of your creativity to be able to find a way to place your phone somewhere and record a video. You can just stack up a couple of books, place your phone and record your video. Meaning that what you're starting content creation with just your phone. You don't have any other thing, and it is very, very possible. And you can still get great content out of that. You don't need all of these many equipments to be able to start content creation. No, you don't. Well, another thing is concerning lighting, because you can use a ring light to enhance your lighting. You can use a softbox and so many of these other equipment, but for a start you really do not need that. Like right now, I'm using no extra lighting except sunlight. So it means that I've opened the windows, I've opened the doors, and I've just position myself in a good position whereby that sunlight is going to be reflected on my face and making my video brighter. It's true that all of these other equipment, they actually increase the quality of the content that you're creating. If not, if you're just a beginner, you do not need that. I've been making videos on YouTube for a little over a year now, and I don't have all of this equipment. I've been using my phone to record all my videos. A phone, I do not have a camera. All my videos I use the phone. And one thing that I even realized, because when I just started, I actually got a ring light, but I realized that I did not even really need a ring light, because if I'm sitting in front of a large window and I have lights coming in, then I don't really need a ring light. And what I did was I actually sold my ring light and bought a tripod stand, because a tripod stand was going to be more portable for me. I could move around with it and create content wherever I go to, as opposed to a ring light. So you do not really need all of these things. So far as you have your phone, you're good to go. One thing equally that is good to invest in is a microphone, and that's true, to be able to increase the quality of your audio. Because one thing is, okay, you have good video, but is your audience able to hear what you're saying? If they are not, then it's not really it for them. Now, if you don't actually have a budget to buy a microphone, that is still fine. What you have to do, you just have to talk audibly. You have to be loud, so your audio quality is not going to be bad. At the same time, if you have all of those other things, it's just going to up the quality of your content. If not, as a beginner, you do not need that. What applications do I use to edit? What applications do you need to edit? As for me, I use Inshoter to edit all of my videos. I recently downloaded CapCut. I'm going to watch a couple of tutorials on how to use CapCut, such that I don't just have one means or one way of editing, but I can actually edit with multiple applications. And I equally plan on learning how to use softwares on my computer to edit my video. But for a start, you just need Inshoter. I mean, that's what I use, that's what I recommend. You can use Inshoter to edit your videos and you're good to go. What do? You just go onto YouTube and search how to edit videos with Inshoter, how to use CapCut, you just search all of that, watch those videos and get the basic that you need to be able to know how to edit your videos. What you sure is that you cannot be perfect when you just start. You're definitely going to get better and better as time goes on. Before you start, you just get the basic and you get on. Like, don't overthink things, just start, do what you have to do, and you will eventually get better in the process. How often do I need to make videos? Let's take for instance, okay, yes, you're doing YouTube or Instagram, anyway, let's just focus on YouTube, so you need to create YouTube videos. One thing, for example, I'll advise is that come up with a schedule that suits your program, because aside starting content creation, you're already doing something else. Maybe you're going to school, you have a job, or whatever I feel that you're doing. So analyze that program that you already have. I'm talking about something in my mouth. Analyze the program that you already have, and then try now to fit in like a content creation calendar into that program. You can actually, it just depends on you. You can pick a content creation day. So it means it's a day that you don't really have, maybe you're not going to school or you're not going to work, and you can actually use that day now to batch create content. So you create so many videos on one day, such that within the week maybe you can just be editing them, and then you pick out the day that you're going to upload your videos. So you just have a plan, because one thing that can equally be overwhelming is you trying to get everything done on the same day at the same time. You're scripting the video, you're filming the video, and then you have to film B-roll, and then you're editing the video, you have to upload all of that in one day. No, that is going to be too much and it's going to overwhelm you. You can break it down, like I'm saying, have a content calendar. On these days are the days that I use to brainstorm ideas. On this day I use this day to script the videos. On this day I film the videos. On this day I edit the videos. On this day I upload the videos. You have a program like that one that you're going to follow. It's going to help you to be able to create a lot of content, and you will not at one point not have something to upload, because you have a program that you're following as to how to create your content and upload your content on YouTube. Let's say on YouTube, if you want to grow a little faster than the general public, maybe you should try your best to upload twice a week, or if you can actually go for that 3 times a week, it's going to be good. So how will I always get ideas for my channel, or let me just say for my page? First of all, when you're just going about your day, there are certain ideas that always pop up to our heads, and most of the times we don't actually pay attention to that. But one thing that I've decided to start doing is that immediately something comes to my head, if I have a paper and a pen, I write it down, or I can just go to the notes section of my phone and I type it there, so that I can come back to it later on. Because that idea, if it's not written down, you're not going to remember it. And that is how ideas come to your mind every day, but you forget them. Why? Because you did not write them down. At the same time, you can just go to YouTube and search, what are people creating content on? What's the type of content that you would like to create? Get ideas from other people, and then put in your own spice into the videos. Put in your own thing that is going to really be a you kind of thing into the video. So do research. Always write down your ideas when they come to your head, and that is how you're going to constantly have ideas to create videos. Equally, read books, listen to podcasts. I mean, when you're doing so many things, as in you're exposing yourself to different things, reading books, listening to podcasts, watching other people's videos, you are going to be having ideas that are going to come into your mind. So the next best thing to do is to do what? Write them down. Do I need to have a niche to start? For me, I'll say no, you don't. Because first of all, you don't even know what is going to work well for you. I'm taking for instance YouTube. You don't know what's going to work well for you. So if you start maybe like tying yourself down to a particular thing, you don't know how well that thing is going to do on your channel. I've watched many videos on people talking about YouTube, going on YouTube and all of that. And what I've gotten to understand is that you can start by testing out a wide range of different type of videos, different types of ideas and all of that, and then you see the one that really works well for your channel, and you can now maybe create more of that while still creating what you really love. At the point where you create a community, that community of people now, they just like you for who you are, and so the kind of videos that you put out, they are probably going to watch it just because they like you. But for a start, you don't even have that community yet. So you need to be giving people what they're actually searching for and what they want. So it means that you try out a variety of different things, and then you see the one that is doing well, and you double down on that, such that it's going to help you now to be able to get more subscribers, get your watch ads, get monetized, and start growing your channel. My advice to you is just start, because when you get into that point of thinking, you might eventually get into overthinking. And there's this thing that they always say, the more you think, the more you doubt. The more you doubt, the less you do. the less you do, the more you think, and you just continue in this vicious cycle of thinking and never getting to action. So the moment you already know that, okay, this is what I'm going to do, this is what I want to do, just go ahead to do it. Don't overthink things. Everything is not going to be perfect when you start. As you go on, you're going to learn things along the way and you're going to make those corrections. But if you want to get everything done, no, I have to do this and do that before I start, you'll never get everything done, and eventually you'll never start. So my advice for you is what? Do it now. Don't wait for whatever, I don't know what you want to wait for before you start. Do it now, and in the process you're going to get better. If you have any questions that you want to know about content creation, do well to drop in the comment section, and I'm going to consider doing another part of the video just so that I can clarify you more on what it is to really do this content thing, and then how you can actually get better and do better in it. So thank you so much for watching, and see you guys on my next video.